So you're thinking about moving to Snoqualmie, Washington. Well, stick around. In this video, we're going to tell you all the reasons maybe you don't want to move to Snoqualmie. So we're going to split it up between the Ridge and downtown Snoqualmie, our top 4 reasons not to move to Snoqualmie. If you want to learn more and you're thinking about it, stick around. We're going to get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in King County, Washington, or places like Snoqualmie, like we're talking about today, then hit the subscribe button, tap the bell for notifications. That way you can be the first to be notified of a new video of Snoqualmie or one of our other favorite cities here in King County. I'm Brad Decatur, this is Derek Decatur, Decatur Home Team, and we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every day who are looking to make their move to King County. So whether you're 1 day or 1 year away, we'd love to help you make a smooth move. All the info is below, so feel free to reach out when you're ready. So let's kick it off.
Yeah, top 4 reasons not to live in Snoqualmie.
So we're splitting it up.
We're gonna split it up, yes, because for those who haven't watched some of our other Snoqualmie videos, there is definitely a difference between Snoqualmie Ridge versus quote unquote in the valley for the locals here, right? There's lots of differences, but we'll just leave it at that. There's lots of differences, so we split it up: 2 on the Ridge, 2 in the valley. What do you want, Ridge or valley?
Ridge. So the Ridge, number 1 would be the weather and the wind. So since it's on the ridge, it's kind of on the hill, it's really exposed to the weather and the elements there. So, rain happens all around Seattle and all King County, but I feel like it's worse on the ridge for sure, just with rainfall. But the kicker is the wind. It's so windy up there. It gets super cold and windy. So I would say number 1 reason not to move to the ridge would be the wind. I know a lot of people actually that don't know that when they go there, and then when they're there for 5 years, they're like, man, it's freaking windy up here.
Yeah. No, it is fairly shocking sometimes. It's not, windy 24/7, but when it blows, it's gonna blow, and it's gonna. I mean, we're talking like it could.
You feel it.
You feel it, and it can get cold. I don't know how it happens, but it comes in off the mountain or something, and then it comes down through the valley, and then just hammers the ridge. Okay, so that's the one on the ridge. Let's go down into the valley. I would say downtown is, downtown Snoqualmie, beautiful place. However, you are right on the river there, and a lot of downtown is in the floodplain. There is the possibility of flooding. You are definitely in a lot of wetland area down there, and so that would be one of the major negatives, I would say, depending on location in downtown.
Yep, it's pretty flat down there, so it can trickle up, and you'll actually notice if you're down on downtown, especially the left-hand side of the road, a lot of the houses are on stilts now. And that's because of a massive flood. I can't remember the year, but it was like 20 years ago. One of the clients we helped on there, his house is on stilts now, and insurance actually paid for it because the city wanted them all to do it. So floodplain, a little bit of an issue.
Well, even the high school.
Oh,
the high school, they redid the high school, and when they redid it, it is elevated now. Everything about it is elevated, and they have the parking, which was smart. They have the parking garage underneath the school now, so if it does flood, it's just the parking, which is
clever.
Pretty crazy. Okay.
All right, so number 3
back to the ridge.
Yep, back to the ridge is going to be Highway 18. So actually just traffic. The downside is traffic, but it's due to that there's only one way in and out if you're getting to I-90. On the ridge, you can do the backside of 202. So if you're going to like Redmond, then you're probably okay. But anyone using I-90, which is going to be going to mostly Bellevue and Seattle or Issaquah, then it's pretty bad for traffic because it is just that one way. So in rush hour, getting on 218 from the Snoqualmie Ridge, everyone's doing that exact same thing at that exact same time. Terrible traffic. And then also coming home. And coming home is probably worse because it's people going 18 to get to like Maple Valley and people going to the Ridge. So just the exit of when you're on I-90, that exit there of 18 gets super backed up like big time.
And you also have the semis coming east over the mountains. It's obvious. It's a different direction, but it still creates congestion there at 18. And so all the semis coming over from eastern Washington are typically, they're either going to keep going straight or they're going to go on to 18.
Right.
Which causes a bunch more issues as well. Cool.
Gets jammed in.
Downtown, back to downtown. And that's just going to be the fact that downtown Snoqualmie has been around for a while. Most of those homes down there are going to be in the valley, are going to be older, much older builds. You throw in the older builds with the location and the possibility that they may have been flooded at some point. It's not uncommon to have a home that's going to need some love, right? Beautiful spot. Again, I live in downtown Snoqualmie, basically, so for a while. So that would be the other con of living in the valley or downtown Snoqualmie, is that the homes are much older, especially like right in downtown, not going up towards kind of behind the bus barn there and stuff.
Now, if you want to learn what is awesome about Snoqualmie,
which you should,
trying to keep it negative on this video, check out our other videos. We have the pros and cons of Snoqualmie, so a little bit of both, and then the vlog tour, and we mostly talk about positive things. We obviously do love Snoqualmie, so check those videos out. And if this is your first video you've ever seen, then make sure to check out our playlist. So if you're interested in Snoqualmie, you're probably also kind of exploring the Falls City, North Bend, Issaquah, all the surrounding areas. So they're in playlists, so check out the cities, and you can learn a little bit more about the area. And again, reach out when you're ready. All the info is below.